All right, let's talk about something we've all felt. You spend hours on your resume, you hit apply, and then nothing. It just disappears into a void. We call it the job search black hole. In this explainer, we're going to tear that whole idea apart and give you a new playbook, one that puts you in the driver's seat. Let's get into it. So, be honest. Is this still you? Just clicking apply, 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 and then waiting by your inbox, hoping for a miracle? You know that feeling of frustration, right? The silence is demoralizing. But what if I told you that whole approach, the one we're all taught, is actually designed to work against you? Okay, to really get why that old way is broken, just look at this. A whopping 80% of jobs are never even posted online. Let that sink in for a second. 80%. It's called the hidden job market for a reason. So if you're only looking at job boards, you're fighting tooth and nail with everybody else for just a tiny slice of the pie. Let's just call it what it is. The traditional job search is a broken, overcrowded game. You're up against ghost jobs that aren't even real, and a sea of other applicants. It's a recipe for burnout. But you don't have to play that game anymore. It's time to stop playing by their rules and start writing your own. And meet the main villain of this story, the ATS, or Applicant Tracking System. This is the robot gatekeeper that scans your resume. If it doesn't see the exact right keywords in the exact right format, poof, your application gets tossed out before a human even knows you exist. That's the black hole right there. So how do you escape this trap? How do you actually break free? Well, it turns out the pros who land the best jobs aren't using some secret hack to beat the robots. Nope, they're doing something much smarter. They're playing a completely different game. And this quote, this is the core idea. Champions don't wait, champions create opportunities. It's a total mindset shift. It means you stop waiting for job postings to appear and you start actively making things happen. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a strategy. This really boils down to a choice. On the left, you've got the passive applicant, just kind of waiting, hoping, staying silent. But on the right, you have the proactive champion. Look at the difference. They're making themselves visible, they're proving what they can do, and they're building real connections. And, this whole thing starts in your head. It has to. Before you can land an incredible role, you have to actually believe you're someone who creates opportunities, not just begs for them. You have to see yourself skipping that line. Once you can picture that, you're already halfway there. So let's reframe this entire thing. You're not a victim of a broken system. You are the hero of your job search, and every hero needs a playbook. So here it is. Let's walk through the 3 core strategies that champions use to take back control. Okay, playbook part 1 is thought leadership. The goal here is pretty simple, actually. Become so visible and so valuable in your field that opportunities start coming directly to you. And this isn't just some abstract idea. I mean, look at these real-world examples. Nidhi's LinkedIn posts on AI got her noticed by a VP. Neha wrote a blog about cybersecurity that went viral and led straight to a job offer. Kiran, a Twitter thread landed a CMO interview. The key is, they weren't applying for jobs. They were sharing their expertise, and the jobs found them. All right, part 2 of the playbook, direct outreach. This one's all about cutting the line. Forget the HR portal, forget the formal application. You go straight to the people who can actually hire you. And the results are, honestly, kind of mind-blowing. Manoj sent a cold email and they created a whole new job just for him. Mira pitched an idea on Twitter and invented her own role. Even a simple LinkedIn message got Swathi fast-tracked past everyone else. They didn't wait for permission, they made their own in. And that brings us to our 3rd strategy, community and networking. Remember that 80% hidden job market? This is where it lives. It's in the conversations happening every single day, in Slack groups, alumni networks, and online communities. You just have to be there. And look at how it plays out. Saurabh wasn't asking for a job. He was just being genuinely helpful in a Slack group, and a recruiter noticed. Akshay won a hackathon. Aditi posted in an alumni group. Notice the pattern? They weren't networking in that cringy, old-school way. They were just contributing. And their contribution is what got them noticed. So you've got thought leadership, direct outreach, community, 3 different paths.
but they all share one single powerful idea. Every single one is about making the shift from passively waiting for something to happen to proactively creating your own future. It's about taking the wheel.
Now, I get it. This can feel like a lot. The source material we pulled these ideas from actually lists 49 different tactics. It's really easy to see that and feel totally overwhelmed. But listen, the goal is not to do everything. The secret is to start with just one thing, one step. So here it is, your first move. 3 simple steps. First, just choose one of those paths: branding, outreach, or networking. Which one feels the most like you? Second, pick one, just one, small action. Not 10 things, one. Write one post, send one email. And third, and this is the most important part, do it today. That's how you take back control. And that brings us right back to the main point. You are the hero of your own job search. You have the playbook now. The system isn't going to change for you, but you can change how you approach it. So the only question left is, what's your first move going to be?